Like right now, at this very moment, I'm about to say, welcome to the vet. This is Arvis Lawson, your host. I have my guest host, man, Robert Ortega, a.k.a. Chop.
Why can't it be Robert Ortega? That'd be Ortega.
Ortega. I was being a little,
little extra.
a little extra. I was being a little extra, put a little spin on it. Ortega. I just like the Spanish thing. I wanted to roll off my tongue.
Oh, okay.
Like we might have to go do some salsa or
But
something.
you in South Florida, so you got to get with the program.
I gotta get right. Yeah, I when I was locked up, I hung with a lot of my Puerto Rican and Chico homeboys.
You know what's crazy? What they always say in the pen that we sit together.
Yeah, all day.
Be tight work.
Like what is it? What is it called? Mayata? Man, the dance, the little salsa dance. Yeah.
Salsa merengue.
Merengue. Oh, I told that all the way.
I'm like, Bihanta, bro. There's some new shit I didn't know about. Dang.
Hey, no offense to all my Spanish brothers and sisters. I butchered that word, and I see how now y'all see how I feel when y'all be coming at me with all that slang. And like, no, I don't speak like that.
It's not that ghetto.
That's not that. That's not how I talk. I look, just because I'm black don't mean that I'm hood. But I am though. Y'all actually had it right. But man, welcome to the show. I brought you on, man, because you are a huge instrument in our community. This is not a sports show. It is, but it ain't. It's more so based around us helping those that don't understand values, or not necessarily not understanding values, but how to help them progress through life, because you've been through so much. So what I would love for you to do is just give the viewers and the listeners a little background on Robert Ortega. Where you grow up, where'd you grow up at, what schools you went to, things of that nature, and then we'll segue.
Well, I was born in Opalaco. I was raised in Hollywood though.
Not Hialeah.
No. OP baby. but yeah, I was raised in Hollywood. I attended MacArthur High School. I'm a Mustang. I love my school.
I'm going to let you have that.
We're not good right now. we not good.
Because my school is Central Rockets, and we run everything.
That shit. It's crazy. When I was a kid, Central was not good like
at all, right?
God, it's crazy.
Don't take his looks for granted, too. He's an old school guy, man. He might look like he's 16, man, because he's a little shout on.
Hey, I'm a midget. Leave me alone. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, raised in Hollywood. I'm a PPO Bengal kid.
Yes, he is.
Grew up as a Bengal. My dad pretty much built that park from scratch. My name's in the concrete in the middle.
That's dope.
I have no desire to go back there. Salute to them. They're a great program.
Yeah.
I want no part of that.
I'm good.
Yeah, I like to, be the underdog.
Yeah.
They're a juggernaut, so.
So what geared you to around? Before we even get into the kids, let's talk about the businesses and some of the things that you do. Let's talk about some of the things that you've created coming out of Opalaca, this short Chico, you know what I mean? And we just gotta be real, because we always think that racism is just a white thing. Nah, black people racist too. You know what I mean? And it's because of the upbringing. I don't think it's necessarily racist, but the stereotypes. Like the word I was looking for. I'm saying Ortega because, you know what I mean? Like,
Chico.
I'm a Chico, you know what I'm saying? But really, you a brother. You my brother at the end of the day. So, how was it like growing up, bro?
It's funny because I had a crew growing up, and we were really tight. We were never into drugs. We all didn't drink, but we were partying. We wanted to booty dance. Every time there was a club going on. But we were a mixture. We were a majority of Spanish and blacks, and then we had some white boys with us. Mm-hmm. But we all got along, and we always stuck together when it comes to like the whole racism thing, because racism is real.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's everybody. It's not just white.
Yeah.
There are people who are nasty, and the cops have stereotyped us when we were kids.
Yeah.
Just riding bikes and we getting pulled over on bikes. Like, is that really supposed to happen?
I'm like 10.
Yeah, like, wait a minute, what just happened? Hands up. What? I ain't got nothing but bubble gum. Like, but society has changed a lot.
Yeah.
And it's worse now because of social media.
Yeah.
So we see a lot of things that's been happening for years coming to light. So it was a different, like I said, I was telling you before, I've been called, a nigger, spick, dumb Chico, from Spanish people.
Yeah.
Like, I've been called it by not just white, black. I mean, people have came off and said some crazy stuff to me.
Yeah.
Like, big dog, ain't you Chico with me? Like,
we Spanish together.
what the hell just happened?
We all wetbacks. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
we all wetbacks.
Hey, I came up. My culture came over on the boat just like your culture came over on the boat. From
It's crazy, man.
Per se, we gonna say per se.
Yeah,
Because we don't even know. I wasn't there, but I get it.
I like how you said we weren't there. We read so much stuff in life that wasn't believe what we read that somebody wrote that could have been a story.
Come on.
I always say the same thing. Like, man, we're self-taught so many things nowadays. That you question a lot of things about life.
Yeah.
Because they want you to think their way and not our way.
Come on, man.
So
yeah,
that's why I love doing with the youth, and I always try to talk. I was just having a conversation yesterday with Bullet. Everybody knows Bullet.
Yeah.
Beyond, high-profile kid, young kid, and he's very humble.
Yeah,
he's very humble, and we were just talking about some things about like just life stuff, and the kid gets it.
Yeah,
and I told him, man, I keep telling you, no matter what, people are not going to be happy about your success. Your best friends, okay, they're black, Spanish, they're not going to be happy. But just if you hear them attacking you, you don't need to address it. Just know how to roll with it.
Absolutely.
Because, just smile about it and be like, all right, cool. I go, and don't ever change who you are. The bigger you get, the more you should be happy about what God has given you.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that. So I was telling him, like, man, there was a lot of kids taking pictures of him. Can I get a picture with you?
Yeah.
Picture with you? Oh, Bullet, that's Davion.
Yeah.
And he does it. He laughs and stuff, and he's really humble. I told his mom and dad he did a great job with that kid.
I want to touch on that. All right. So I want to touch on that because that's important. Being grounded, having a foundation, having people such as yourself and myself that been through so many things growing up, whether it be racism, fights, gang, dancing, whatever, girls, like we've experienced a whole lot of life that they haven't. So when you get guys like my guy Robert Ortega to step in the gap, for kids that have two-parent homes or don't have two-parent home, people don't share the same experience. So you're giving that gift of experiences. You've been through it with your guys, like you said earlier, is getting pulled over by cops. The same thing. I had the same experience. Our kids, get pulled. So now we're giving them some tools to use when these situations happen. It's not just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I got pulled over, police will have, oh my God, what happened?
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can give them, hey, look, cooperate. You know what I mean? Even if they're wrong, because a lot of times they do be wrong. I don't care. I'm looking at the camera and say, y'all do be wrong profiling our kids. Because I've been a kid before and he's been a kid before and there's other kids that can relate to that. But nonetheless, you got to not be afraid to have those tough conversations. You've been a father figure to several kids, you know what I mean? They've come through your household. Yes. You've been a father figure to kids you've coached. I want to touch on that a little bit more. Like we talked about the story of Bullet, but let's talk about like why is your heart so big? What put you in the mindset to do what you do?
My father.
Yeah.
My dad. So growing up with the PPO, remember there wasn't a lot of parks back then.
Right. North Day, Scott.
Yeah, I was saying North Day, Scott.
YFL.
YFL wasn't a big for Broward team, so you didn't have a lot of teams. So there was no park in Hollandale. So all the less fortunate kids from the Carver Ranches in Hollandale, some played at Washington Park, but they would come to PPO.
Absolutely.
My father would drive them home every day. He would try to feed them. We were poor. So we were poor, so my dad would be like, hey, we're going to make just rice. Nobody get a protein. We're all going to eat rice.
Yeah.
So I saw my dad do that. And then on my block, there was a lot of kids. We had football games all the time. And my father would always make ends meet with nothing.
Yeah.
Just to want to do it. And I was always like, that was cool to me. Like, I was like, dang, my dad does. I mean, a lot of my friends that I grew up with call my dad dad.
Yeah.
Because their dad, like you said, I have a two-parent home.
Yeah.
They've been together, they're still married. So I know that they've been they taught me a lot. They instilled a lot in me to want to do it and do it at a higher level.
Absolutely.
So I took what my dad put in my head and my brain to want to help everybody, the less fortunate, and I wanted to do it bigger. So
gotcha.
Sometimes I was telling my lady that, it's crazy that it's frustrating because the kids they're a lot to deal with.
Yeah, because
it's crazy.
The influence is so big now.
Oh my God!
From everywhere, like you said.
Yeah, it's a lot, and So I mean, I told her during the pandemic when I was taking care of 10 kids the whole pandemic. They wouldn't go home.
That's him.
So I was like, dang, everybody's like, my electric bill's like $550. The water bill is $450. So I told my lady, I said, man, if I didn't have all these kids. I'd be rich.
Yeah.
I'd be rich. She goes, you might be richer, but you'd be lost without them.
Absolutely, bro.
I'm about to swallow my gum.
No.
But you'd be lost without them. And I was like, dang, it hit me, and then it really kind of made me realize my what's the word I'm looking for?
Value?
My purpose.
Okay.
My purpose. So my purpose was, I thought I'd be a teacher when I was a kid. I wanted to be a kid because the teacher was so mean back then, and they didn't want to give me a drink. I was like, I'm gonna give my kids sodas when I'm a teacher. I'm getting them sodas. And now I got no desire to be a teacher as far as my lady's a principal.
Yeah.
Because you can have all that.
Yeah. So you still won without being one.
Yeah.
Were you smart?
Sure. Yeah. I got me a brain at the crib.
Yeah.
I got me a real brain, and she's special. And but I'll tell you one thing, man. Dealing with the kids, if it wasn't for her, a lot of this ain't possible.
Yeah.
Because, people just see me. She don't have no social media.
Yeah.
She don't like no part of social media.
Yeah.
But she does a lot for them boys too, because sometimes I want to kill them.
Yeah.
And she be like, I did.
Bro, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Because I could piggyback off that. And listening to you just sets off a light bulb because my girl's the same way. Like, they tell her everything. Everything. They don't want to tell me. They don't tell me nothing.
I'll give you a funny story right now.
Go ahead.
One of the future next 5-star.
Oh, okay.
I've been taking care of him. I won't give him his name. I've been taking care of him since he was 8.
Yeah.
And when he used to go home, he used to cry. You don't love me, Chop. Like, yo, you got to go to your mom's house. No, that's my grandma's house. It doesn't matter. You can come next weekend. He used to go crazy, cry. He's still real tight with me, right?
Yeah.
So he got transferred to the Chaminade.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be with me.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to tell me.
Yeah.
He wouldn't tell her. Like, oh, he's going to be mad. They took me to Chaminade. I was like, when I found out, I wanted to kill everybody. But I was like, whatever, so just because he's one of mine, like, it's bigger than football. And I tell people all the time, with me, it's bigger than football. Yeah. So I don't take kids just because I can use them to win, because I've never won a ring, so I'm not winning. So
exactly. So we know that's not the case.
That's what I'm
saying. False
saying.
narratives.
Yeah, false narrative. People have put so much stuff about
It's okay.
me.
That's why I want you to let it all out, right?
Yeah. Everything. Has said so much things about.
Let them know. Let them know, Chop.
Because I don't understand why, I don't bash no man. So
nope.
I don't need to. I let my what I do for kids speak for itself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I try to. It's pretty cool. Like somebody, when we were on the group, the links.
Yeah.
They said, put a picture up of what you think is a sign of happiness that you've had this year. And I put a picture of me and my kids in New Orleans.
God dang right.
That was my happiness. Like watching them smile and acting a fool, trying to holler at little girls. I'm like, they're 8, 15 years old.
Yeah.
But it's a great experience to watch them develop into great men.
Absolutely.
And it's hard because it takes a village to raise these kids, and it's hard to piggyback that because sometimes some people are bad influences.
Absolutely.
Behind the scenes. So I just try to tell them all the time is like, man, just weed out who you think is good and bad for you.
Absolutely.
I can't tell somebody, yeah, your friend that you're hanging out with is a bad person.
Yeah.
I did it before, and then
it backfires on you.
It does.
And I can attest to that because the thing that I do my best at trying to get them to understand is you have you're a football player or athlete, because any athlete we bring in, we talk and deal with all athletes. So you're an athlete, and with that being said, you have a superpower. What's your superpower? Well, you got peripheral vision. A lot of people just have tunnel vision, so they can't. Only thing they see is what's right in front of you. You have the ability to see left, right. You know what I mean? Any moving parts. So, with that being said, you can feel stuff like you don't want to get cracked back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you on point. So I say treat it like football is life. If that's the metaphor. If you know danger is coming, you're gonna get out the way. You can feel it coming.
Facts.
So therefore, when you out and about, no matter if you with me or you're not with me, if you have the ability to feel something coming, get out the way. I don't care if it's your homeboy. And no, if anything is gonna stop you from reaching your goals, it's a deflection of life, because your life can be taken in the drop of a dime. We've seen it so many times. You know what I mean? Like us, man. And I know you can contest it. It's just us doing this. The hardest thing is letting them go, because, like you say, we don't know what they walking into.
Correct. And it's funny you said that about letting go. There's a couple of things you touched up on I want to touch up on as well. the main thing, like you just made a comment about letting people go. And I tell people all the time is I'll never bring a kid to my school or to my football teams if it wasn't a good look.
Yes.
I'm not the St. Thomases out there that recruit people just to have a juggernaut of people.
Absolutely.
And they're just getting lost in the shuffle.
Absolutely.
I'll never do that. With that being said, Jawan Dowles is you know who Jawan is. He was the coordinator of Pace. I coached him at Western before he left.
Gotcha.
So he asked me personally, senior year, he's getting ready to be a senior. It was like a nightmare of things that happened. Our head coach quit. There was all kinds of drama at Western. Our 2-star kids left. It was him and one more other kid that stayed. And he asked me, he's like, what do you think I should do? I said, leave.
Yeah.
Told
That's the best.
Leave.
Yeah, get out.
I did. Yeah. Do I want to see my best DB who's going D1? Of
course not.
Leave? No. But I told him, get out of here.
That's because you genuinely care. Everybody doesn't genuinely care.
No, they say they do. Though.
Everybody said they said a lot of stuff, but that's what. So, all right, pause right there. What am I pausing for? You could tell me whatever you want to tell me. Show me, like you, me and you on Facebook together. Yeah. You know, I got 2 different lives. I got Instagram live with my kids, and I got Facebook live. But we got, you can follow me on Facebook, follow Chop too. You know? But what I'm saying is this. Too many people do this right here. You know what I'm saying? But you're not about that action. Because when things fall in when the opportunity comes and for you to step up, you run. And then you just crab and talk about other people and how they doing. Like you're miserable. It's back to those. It's the racist people. Man, listen. So you have bias against people that's doing well. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I can't be that way. I see you doing well. All right, come on, let's do this because we as a people need to enhance and uplift people that are making positive impacts on our community outside of all these people that just want to use kids to build juggernauts. They just want to say, oh, I play over here. And he's 100 kids. No, give a kid the best advice. Look, son, you got to treat it like a business. Parents, treat it like a business. Like just because it's Miami Northwestern, Miami Central, St. Thomas, American Heritage, if you're sending your kid there to get developed, fine. But if it's coming into his junior and senior year and it still doesn't look like he's touching the field, remove your kid, man. Put him in the best situation possible. That's what you got to do. Don't be afraid to tell your kid, nah, bro, this ain't for you.
Big facts.
Do you feel as if though too many parents are friends to their kids?
I see it all the time. I mean, I deal with a lot of kids, so I seen the friends. I seen the ones that don't love their kid right.
Yeah.
But I can't tell them that, I try to tell a friend about that. Like, hey, man, you're being real hard on your kid. Just give him a hug and tell him you love him.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how to be a dad. Okay. I wasn't trying to, like, you're a bad dad. I wasn't bashing. I was just giving. So people have sometimes my own son have told me, Rob, you need to give your son some more attention by himself.
Yeah.
All these kids in your house, you got to do some things by yourself. So it is tough, so Christmas this year was our first time in, I don't even know how long, maybe 15 years since my kid's born, that we got to spend it just us 4.
Yeah.
My 2 kids and my wife.
Yeah.
And that was it. It's always me and extra.
Yeah.
So my kid had extra presents this year, right? He was like, hey, Dad, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. There's all kinds of stuff. I got Jordans, I got this, I got that. He's like, so not having no kids is what I get. I'm like, extra money around here.
Yeah. These bills ain't 500 no more.
It's a lot different. So, because people don't know, I have a 29-year-old adopted son.
Okay.
I took him in when he was 14.
Yeah.
That was the first kid I took in. So people think that, like, I took him when I took in James. People think, oh, high-profile kid. I'm like, I took in plenty of kids.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but they just looked at because James was a big deal. He was the number 1 nation.
Yeah.
He's a big deal. He's a good kid. So they think of that as,
oh, yeah.
I mean, it was so
go
much
ahead.
rumors.
Say it. Talk about it, bro. Let it out. Let them know right now. No, let them have it, bro.
Money talks. There was all kinds of things. Hey, listen, man. I tell that kid because I loved him.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? That kid wanted to be a part of the family. He'll always be a part of my family. Period. He's on the wall still at the house.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, now.
And look, he don't live with me no more, and he's going to be successful. He'll be the best player in Hurricane history. Watch.
Yep. I can believe it, bro.
Yeah, man. But like I said, the heart was in the right place. You don't do things for the wrong reasons.
So when kids come stay with you, right? When kids come stay with you, what is like, because they don't, like, because I already know it, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids come to my house, they got to clean up. They have responsibility. So what is it like when you bringing all the kids in? Like what? Like how?
So the cool coach Chop is cool.
Yeah.
But you live in my house.
Ooh.
I'm not always cool. All the kids, they'll tell you out there, like, listen, I love kids, but when you're in my house, I got to raise you as a better man.
Absolutely.
So one thing y'all going to learn how to do is cook. Everybody knows Chop cooks. Them kids got to learn how to cook, how to cut up onions, tomatoes, how to make.
I'm sending my kids over there to you.
What we call.
Shit, I need to come over there to you.
What we call Latin people, we call sofrito.
Okay.
It's herbs mixed up, blended it together for flavors. And that gives us a lot of flavors on our meats, our rice. That flavor you guys are eating yellow rice, it's coming from the sofrito.
Okay.
So Haitians having something like that called epis.
Okay. Oh, yeah. My girl loves those.
So, exactly. So they got to learn how to do all that.
Yeah.
They got to learn how to really, because like I tell people all the time is, my head coach at Western says his best saying, and it sticks to me like it's at one on my side. It says, he tells all the kids, eventually football is going to end, but being a man never ends. So what that said is, I'm one of the proudest moments of my son is not because he scored touchdowns. I'm proud that when I go out of town or something, or I'm gone for the day, he's making his friends homemade meals, rice and beans, chicken. He's only 13.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm doing a good job with that, and I make them. But they got to clean. You're going to be at my house, you're going to clean. There's no sleeping in all day.
Yeah.
Ain't no being on that bum. Video games, they get mad. I take them away all the time.
Yeah.
You can't go outside and play.
Yeah.
Go be a kid.
Yeah.
Go get in trouble. Let me get mad about it. Something. But
give me something else to be mad about me keep watching you in this same spot.
Yeah, man. They get upset. Like one of the kids, Omar, is my boy.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks Omar's my son. I love him, but Omar's been avoiding coming to the house lately. Because I kicked him out one time, and then he's been avoiding the house. And I asked everybody, why Omar been avoiding the house? Yeah. Because he got that new PS5. You be taking it away. It's like, bro. That's all Omar. Every time I look, Omar want to play Madden. He put a post up the other day talking about I'm the best Madden player in Florida. Ask me whoever wants to bet $10. I'm like, what are y'all doing? But,
man, he been in business. He been an entrepreneur. I got to give him that. Now.
He trying to go get that money.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him for that.
Get that money, but like I said, the kids need to understand there's rules in my house.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing is they don't understand that sometimes they are inconvenience. So appreciation goes a long way.
Absolutely.
So I want them to appreciate what I'm doing. Appreciate, the little things like, when the kids first come around and they want to be a part of my house because they're not happy with where they're at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like dating. You get that girl, she saw you like good signs. She real clean. She ate her vagina, always clean. Clean. Later on, his hair. What you doing?
Yeah, what you
doing? Oh no, baby, I'm not doing it. Oh, no. So the same thing with the kids. They start cleaning up. You don't gotta ask them for nothing.
They all in.
They get comfortable.
Yes.
And they get mad at me for yelling. And I tell them all the time is, you won't hear me yelling if you just do. I shouldn't wake up to dishes in the damn thing.
Oh my God.
There's 6 kids in my house. 6. There's no reason why when I cook, the deal is this. I cook them a homemade meal every night. But dishes, countertops, floor has to be swept, mopped, clean, trash to be taken out. There's no reason why I should have those type of problems. 6 of y'all. Yeah. And then you guys get mad that I'm waking y'all up, slapping y'all, throwing water on you.
That's so funny,
why you
bro.
Playing? You be playing. Child was being a dick. I'm being a dick because I'm trying to help you be a better man. Yes. So some kids rebel on that. Yeah. They don't like that shit.
Yeah, and it comes from this microwave day and age for the most part. I deal with the same thing. I'm always yelling, so I guess they kind of used to it. Like, I'm always yelling. I'm yelling at coaches on the sideline. They be looking at me like, what the? Yeah, let him. Kenny, my partner, he always be like, hey, man, that's him, man. Like, yo, man, that's him, man. He gonna yell at you, your auntie, your cousin, your mama, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So everybody's kind of used to it, but in the household, it does get a bit intense. Like, I go ham, bro. I lose it. Like, I just lost it, what was it, day before yesterday, bro? Because I don't like repeating myself. Because when you ask me for something, I'm going to give it to you. Expeditiously. I'm going to make sure it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you calling me for emergencies, you need money for food, things of that nature, whatever the case may be. Like, I'm not even second guessing it. So, therefore, when I ask you to do something, I need it done in a timely fashion. Like,
it's funny because I get in trouble for that from my lady now. She gets upset that I do all this. I cook, I take care of business. The only thing I don't do in the house is my clothes.
Yeah.
But I take care of business. I pay the bills. I take care of her.
Yeah.
When she says something wasn't done, if I don't jump, it's a freaking stand. Hold on, baby. Time out. Hey, no. I said, like, but I get it. So, because she says sometimes I'm the same way.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, dang.
And it's true. It's true, because I can touch on that. Like I be it, man. I do my best to be adamant about being precise. You know what I'm saying? Literally, me and my girl just was having a conversation about this yesterday. And it's just like learning to love one another. Anyway, and we could segue into that for a bit because, man, I value my relationship, and I know you value yours as well. You know what I mean? You always highlighting your girl. Same, like I'm a girl on my neck right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So it's there. But at the same time, when you're dealing with relationships and then you're dealing with other things in the relationship as far as bringing kids in and going to practices and so you got to have an understanding. You have to create that partnership. Always, like I call her my partner, you know what I mean? Because even in a partnership, you're going to bump heads. Me and Kenny bump heads from time to time because we got the same goals, though.
Yeah, correct. The thing is in the word partnership, it's the togetherness of anything, just any decisions. And before I was young, I used to make a lot of decisions by myself. I didn't give a fuck who listened.
Same.
I didn't give a fuck. I was selfish in that perspective.
Self-centered.
Yep, very. You know what I'm saying? So I learned through life about what women want. So I thought because I was throwing money around and I was doing
you talking
it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do what the fuck I want to do.
You talking
just because I'm a man, I pay all these bills. I pay your bills.
Yeah.
You know I don't even know. Like I tell people all the time, it's like, I don't even really know how much my lady makes.
Yeah.
I know she make over $100K because she's a principal and stuff, but we don't share bank and stuff like that. So, but I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I ever say, hey, pay a bill, you go pay that.
Yeah.
And she don't have no problem. But
my girl the same way, bro.
Yeah, but like I said, I just at the end of the day, I learned a lot about being a man to be better off with the kids and her, about listening to doing things the right way, following instructions. When she says do something, just do it.
Yeah.
And just, it can go a long way.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling the kids, just do it, and it'll go a long way. But then I need to practice what I preach.
Yeah.
When it comes to my home.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we all have room forever, and we always working to get better every day. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point of us venting, just to see ourselves. Because it's like this. You got your businesses. We're going to talk about them in a minute. But when you have a plan, like when you create a plan, it has to be put down on paper. You know what I mean? Because you have to be reminded of it. Like we might say something, but you got 100 things going on in the day. You know what I mean? By the time we leave out of here, you're texting now. You dig what I'm saying? So by the time we leave up out of here, like you've been had 30, 40 conversations.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you've been forgot. So what I tell my lady is this: hold me accountable. Like I want to be held accountable. Mm-hmm. If we say, all right, we working out at 7:00, and you see that I'm lacking, don't get comfortable because get my ass, shake the shit out of me, kick me out the bed.
I hold people accountable myself. And that's why I was for like DEF CON this past weekend. We took a loss in the championship, close to the championship to Immortals, good team. But my 4T took a loss, and they didn't even get close to the championship.
Yeah.
So it was a big letdown for them. So talking with all them, they're talking about this, talking about that. I said, but everybody needs to look in the mirror and hold their self accountable.
Accountability is key.
And I told them all. I tried to tell them about this, tell them about that. I go, every time something's wrong with myself as a coach, as a defensive coordinator, you guys are like, let me have it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not like you. Do this, do that. Your turn to be held accountable.
Yeah.
I go, all of y'all, I need better practices out of you guys. I need you to break some things down. So I'm telling them what they need to do. I go, everybody got to look at it, because when you guys give it to me, I learned that even in my pastor told me one day, he said, no matter what, no man, there's no man in this world that is okay with you telling them about themselves.
Yeah.
As much as we're going to accept it, but in deep down, we're like, shut the fuck. It's just no man. So that's why I was telling the kids too about, kids, you guys are going to get checked right now, and you're not going to really like it.
Yeah.
I go, but it might be the right thing. I go, you just need to listen.
Yeah.
Like I said, advice. All advice is not good advice.
Yeah, exactly.
But listen to it and take your analogy out of it and take something from it. You know what I mean?
All right. And so me and my guy, we always had domino night. We try to do it like every Monday or Tuesday. So we was talking last night, and the conversation we was talking about was based off of nobody really likes to tell the truth. What I mean by that, and when I'm speaking about themselves, like you could be in the situation, right? You in a relationship, and you see that it's bad. You know what I'm saying? You it's fighting and yelling and fussing and cussing, and nobody's on the same page, and yet we still stay in it because we lie to ourselves and say it's gonna get better, it's gonna be this and it's that and it's that, but it's constant. You know what I mean? It drags on. Fights get worse. Police get called, things of that nature, and yet you still won't hit the eject button because we don't like to lie to ourselves and say this is I put myself in a bad situation. So because if you hold yourself accountable for everything that happens with you or to you, then you're able to fix that problem when you tell yourself the truth. Man, this shit ain't for me.
It's hard to admit that.
I tried it, but you know what? This shit ain't for me. Oh, people don't fight. Bro, you're not supposed to fight. You're supposed to agree to disagree, come up with a plan, move on it.
So I'll give you a good analogy to bring it back to football with that. Like, I coached a Miramar team that so loaded when they were from 8U, 9U, 10U. I left them when they were on 11U. Mm-hmm. I was just I didn't want to leave them. Kids were crying. I cried with them. We lost in the bowl, PPO, and we were just so talented. Like, there were so many
everywhere.
We're gonna look back at that team later on and be like, look how the kids went D1 on that team. But they were a great team. But as much as I didn't want to let them go, I had to let them go.
Okay.
I had to let it go. There's some things I needed. I was stressed out, losing sleep behind some of the drama going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I was just done with it, and I needed to know when to let go.
Yeah.
You got to know when to let go of some things and stuff like that, and people forget that.
Yeah. So basically what we're saying is you don't have to be married to bad situations.
Yeah, it was a bad situation.
You know what I mean? Like, don't make people feel like you have to be obligated to be in a bad situation. It just shouldn't work like that. With your own common sense, you know what's too much. So therefore, when you feel like it's just far too much going on, man, either you sit down with a person, y'all go to therapy, counseling, whatever needs to be done. And after all those things are executed and it's still the same, just hit it and just part ways. Everybody, why do people always feel like a breakup has to be bad?
Listen, that's what I be saying all the time. Listen, man, people that have messed with me, any female that have ever been in contact, they're still my friends.
Yeah.
Like, you can be mad all you want, but my heart don't have no hate in it. So
yeah.
Even the people, like, it's funny, funny story of football talk is my quarterback now in DEF CON is Enio, EJ. And we've had wars. Me and his dad were going to kill each other on youth. So everybody see us together now like, what the fuck? Like, how did this work out? And I'm like, man, I don't have no ill intention. I'm like, he just kept talking shit to me. I'm not a blog guy.
Yeah.
I stay away from the blog because no matter what, I learned through football, even owning a business, that text messages, anything in text
can be misconstrued, bro.
There's no feelings in it. So it's just words.
And then all right, and then on top of when you're reading it, if you already have in a negative space, you're gonna read it like that. Yes or no?
Facts. It's funny.
Like, damn, he talking on me like, hey, wait a minute, bro.
What are you talking to like that?
I just asked how you was doing.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's a funny situation to listen to yourself and somebody take your whole analogy of what they read. And I didn't say that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, a lot of arguments start in the text.
Absolutely.
Emails and texts and stuff like that, just going left for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hell yeah.
And that's true, right? Because, like, one thing I had to work on myself is, like, I was a huge flirter. Like, screaming.
It's natural.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's men.
I feel like I'm a handsome man. Like, but nah, that has nothing to do with it. But
I feel like when God made me, he was showing off.
Ooh, you heard me. But yeah, so what happened is like I used to talk in a certain manner. Hey, good morning, beautiful. Da 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 da. Like, I don't care who it is. That's just how I talk. That's how I was. But I had to understand the effect that I was causing on the person that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Right. But even then, you're like, that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? So she broke it down to me, and it made so much sense. And this is what she said to me. She said, Iris, you're a sweetheart. You're a charming man. So like, but in the times that we in, you have to be careful with how you say things because people could try to turn that around because you're going places.
Facts.
And I never looked at it in that manner because that's just how I am. Like I don't mean no harm. I don't even want to talk to you. I'm happy where I'm at.
See, it's funny because I'm naturally a flirt myself. So, like, no disrespect to the big woman, they're just not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
and they flirt, and I flirt back with them. It's just natural. Like, okay, boo, okay.
But I want people to feel good.
Yeah, I love people. I love people. Period.
Agreed.
I love people in general. Yeah, man, they
misinterpret everything.
You feel me?
No.
I want you. Oh my!
I got a whole girl. Look.
We don't give a damn about that. What that mean?
Wait. No. We not taking it there. So I think just elaborating on things like, and then I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel as if though, if you know a person, and if you feel like you know a person well enough, and they always have your best intentions, that should just be a phone call. I'm a prime example, right? So we made the video, the promo. Like, we're gonna make promo video. That's what we do. So we made the promo video for with Rose Green. Love him. That's a love. He got an infectious energy, and I love to be high impact. But so we made a video, and I was speaking in general about, like, and I seen it, and I know you've seen it as well. Coaches bad mouthing kids to colleges.
I said that, Rose. I said when I seen that video, I said, "Hey man, expose them." Tell them, because I'm not a guy who do the rah drama. But me and Rose are on the same staff, so it's my first time really hanging out with Rose, and you learn a lot about a man.
Yeah,
because you hear. I told him, "Oh, you hear so much."
I told him the same thing, bro.
Boy, you hear so much shit about you,
but
and it's funny.
I don't know why though.
Yeah, and I get it. I tell you one thing about Rose Green. He'll tell you when he talks, he get real close. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, back up.
He made just. I love it though, because I'm that same way.
Yeah, I'm like,
man, we touching each other. All he hyped up. Like, I thought we were finna get ready to play a football game.
He's like, yeah, Chop, you ready? I'm about to go coach. I'm not ready. He goes, all right, now get your mind right. I'm like, hey man, back up, coach. I'm good. But yeah, man. Like I said, I love that because it's sad because trust me, I can say a lot of things about kids and parents bad.
Right, but that's not what we in it for. At the end of the day, they'll see the bigger picture once we reach it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see what he was doing for me. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't know what your dad was doing for you back then, but as you grew,
I did not.
You know what I mean? Like, you not paying attention. So like, even hearing you say that, I'm thinking about my kids. Like, my kids see me do this all the time. So, and I always tell them why I do it. I don't just, I'm doing it just because. Well, you guys are in great positions. You know what I mean? You have your father and your mothers in your life, and we want best interest. A lot of people don't have that. So don't be mindful of that. You know what I mean? Be mindful of what you say and how you say stuff, because Absolutely. You don't want to have that on these people's heart. So let me segue back a little bit when I was talking about, like, people misinterpreting certain things. So what happened was, and I appreciated it. One of the coaches from Dade Christian, he hit me. He was like, "Hey, you weren't talking about Dade Christian." I was like, "Nah, I'm speaking in general. I don't know what's going on over there." He was like, "I told them boys. I told them, I say, so me and George Stubb, them, they did so much for me when I played on the semi-pro team. Like, his family alone, I love them. They love me. And it's a phone call. So, but I'm a direct person. So on Sunday, I went and hollered at G, and I'm like, "Hey, G, man, bro, what the?" I'm like, "Bro, I know." He said, "Man, I told them, man, me and Law guy, that's my guy. You my guy. If I had a problem with you or any situation, I'm going to call you." So I told them they was, I said, a hit dog or holler. And not to say that any of y'all are doing that, but I was speaking in general. But G, I don't buck no wreck. He said, "Exactly what I told them," you know what I'm saying? And it's love. But if you know a person well enough, you can't think that it's anything ill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you well enough to know what type of man you are. So somebody come to me and try to hit me with something, I'm going to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Chop, man, they talking about da. And I know you should give me the right response, because we just having some dialogue so we can hash out some stuff and move forward.
Facts.
It's not enough of that going on.
Yeah, no, it's funny because we seen a post or a tweet come out from Dave Christian, my boy Dave. And then Chris kind of got offended. you know, and Chris took like it was a jab at him.
Yeah.
And then and Chris didn't address it with Dave. But when I seen Dave, like, hey man, what the hell was that about? He was like, that wasn't about him. I was like, see, Chris, stop. You took that, you know, oh, it was a shot at me, but he wasn't shooting. He goes, I would have called Chris and told him, like,
come on now.
And that's why I said, Dave, man, you know how it is, man. You know, these people start, oh, they talk about you. He talking about you. It's like, dang, like be direct with it, you know. But he wasn't. He said it wasn't about him. I said, I appreciate that. Dave.
Be mindful of who you allow to feed your brain information. Like, I don't care if it's your cousin, your auntie, your sister, your brother, somebody, your day one or day 2 or 3. Be mindful of the information that people feed you.
It's funny you said that because a lot of kids get the bad influences from the friends, the family. Like, you know, one of the kids I'm real close with that I look after, you know, his friends are telling him to decommit from school and stuff. Don't listen to them. Y'all stick to the program. You know, do what you think is best for yourself. At the end of the day, you're gonna be by yourself.
Absolutely.
You know,
you in that dorm room.
I'm telling you, man.
You in them workouts.
I tell all the kids, I'm big on this. Even one of the kids at Western, we had a small running back named JoJo.
Okay.
JoJo is amazing.
Oh my gosh, shout out JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo's amazing. But he's like, Coach, I'm not going to school. Look how small I am. I said, why? And all I cared about, because he's like, oh, but I can work for my dad, and that job ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Get
away and go learn something about yourself, being by yourself. When you get away from here, you learn a lot about being a man. You grow up quick. When you only got, like I tell people all the time, is that last $20 I got last year a week for food, you're like, $20 food.
Ooh, I got to scratch this.
Yeah, we going to hit the top ramen. We going to eat peanut butter and jelly. We going to eat ravioli sandwiches.
Man, you know how many noodles, man. I
mac and cheese in a box, 97 cents.
You better call, hey, boy. Man, look here. Hey,
you learn.
And you learn how to survive. So we think that we surviving, but we really just staying alive. What I mean by that? Like, I love people. Like, my friends used to pick at me when I was younger and say I was friendly. Look at me now.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. It's funny you said that. So I was telling my son, and I tell all the kids around me, no matter what, always be friendly because you never know who's who. Yeah. So my lady always asks me, like, we'll be on planes and we're at the dinner or something. I'm like, hey, man, what do you do for a living, buddy? Let's start talking. You never know who's who. You know, you meet people. I meet people all the time. They connect me with this person, that person. And like I said, I don't care what race you are. You know, if you seem friendly, I'm going to talk to you and see who you know, what you know, and get me in somewhere. I get you somewhere. Exactly. We can collab and do something together, you know. But friendliness will get you a long way. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're at your lowest point, there's no need for you to be a jerk. Yep. Because at the end of the day, you wouldn't want it done to you. Yep.
Be mindful of your surroundings.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And life is predicated off of networking at the end of the day.
Listen, man, we were talking about that at the gym. My guys, they're asking me why I have a commercial cleaning company. Yeah. So I've been in business in 2005, 16 years in business.
Congratulations, brother.
God bless that. It's
even through this pandemic, we still up and running.
You know, it's crazy. I look back and I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, I would have never thought I'd be in business long.
Come on, man.
So I was young in my 20s. My dad told me this was a dumb business to get involved. And no disrespect, my dad was like, the white people are going to use you. You're a Mexican in their eyes. He was right. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. But you learn how to use them.
You know how to navigate now.
Yeah. So I learned a lot. But they asked me about why don't I try to get the the airports. I said, again, it's not what you know. It's
who you know. You better know that.
So, trust me.
You better know that.
There's no the stadium right here.
Yeah.
There was an open bid that came out. They said they wanted to hire a local company. Yeah. That was the deal. They're going to hire a local company to cleaning that building. So I partnered up with one of my partners who's a millionaire. He's in the business, but he's way bigger than me. Yeah. And we try to get involved, and he has the employees to attack it right now and the payroll behind it. Yeah. It was like a $5 million bid. Yeah. So I'm thinking $5 million bid a year. And then it came out that they hired a company from Maryland.
Local company.
Like, wait. What happened to the local company?
Local company.
The bidding was like, oh, yeah, we're going to. And we even had a lower bid than them.
Come on now.
And then we didn't get
Come on. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's the key to what we basically segue into is don't let people talk about, oh, you friend. Look, man, just don't talk to mean people. Yeah. Like, your life would be perfectly fine. Let's stay away from mean people because there's a lot of great people that's doing great things that are willing to help you get to the next level.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
To piggyback on that talk, so this week up in New Orleans, we were having a discussion, me and Frank from the crib. We were talking about...
Shout out to my main man, Frank. Main man, Frank.
Yeah, we were talking about one of the things about who you grew up with. So the networking. So at Western, I told everybody, Western right now is a top 10 school in Broward County. I mean, in the state of Florida, academics. So we were saying about the people around you at Western might be better than people you might see at like a South Plantation. What I mean by that is their mind frame's a little different as far as later on in life. I told Frank, all the boys that I coach with you, all them kids around you, they're all pretty successful so far. He was like, well, yeah. I go, so think about this. So if a kid went somewhere else, you know, that to a public school that wasn't good for his
mindset,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
His friends later on might not be good networking partners. You know?
But that's right. The resources that are around you are important.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So like, I have parents at times, and they ask me like, "Hey, man, and the kids be talented. Should I send my son to Gulliver?" I'm like, yeah. Should I send him to American Heritage? Yeah. Should I send him to IMG? Yeah. And then you know, I have people around. They be like, "Why, man?" I'm like, well, number one, because the people that they gonna be around, that's number one. You thinking about championships right now? I'm thinking about his life. Like even in college, I tell the kids now, join a fraternity.
Yeah. So
like I thought it was whack.
While you were talking, I was thinking the same thing. That's why people get into fraternities. People just seen the black people have made fraternities look a lot better than the white people.
Yeah.
Meaning why? Because we're urban. We like to dance. They jumping
Make it
around.
cool, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
They get all the chicks and stuff like that. So you go to they're strolling around the
Yeah,
clubs.
yeah.
White people just get drunk. You go by their house, they're wasted. They have a good time. I always say white people know how to have the most fun out of nothing. They don't give a damn. They're having fun.
Yeah. Take their shoes off and be everywhere.
Behind the scenes of the whole thing of the fraternity, the main reason is networking.
Yes.
And they have a network thing that they will say,
Yes.
if you're a Kappa,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, you're SIG.
Yes.
So they know how to get with their peoples and they get back. So if I was gonna go get a resume and I see a Sigma on there, like, I'm a bro. I'm a bro too. You know what I'm saying? What up, bro? Like,
and that's how it goes.
Yeah. So it's not what you know, it's who you know. So getting in a fraternity is not a bad thing at all. You know, you're gonna go through some stuff.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's life though.
Yeah. You know what? It'll teach you a lot about
Because when you come through it, when you get on the other side of it, like I had to go to prison. Like I tell people that all the time, they always be like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, prison was the best thing that ever happened to me." Like, well, why would you say that? I say, well, number one, I was moving so fast around out here in these streets, so I was missing so many blessings, not even paying attention. I thought me making fast money was my blessings, but I actually was just running past people all the time. Once I went to prison, it made me a better person of who I am. Because the first 3 months, I'm like, you know, I'm doing prison stuff, but in actuality, I need to focus. So I got around people that was going to give me more than what I had to offer, more than what I had to offer. What did I mean by that? I know when I leave up out of here, right, I'm going back to Robert Hood, Brown Sub. I'm going back to the hood. There's nothing in the hood.
You said Robert Hood, I went to look at my stocks. Right there, Robert Hood.
So, like, it was nothing for me. So I wanted to get around people that had something other than my life. I remember a story real quick. One of the dudes that taught me business is Jesus Rodriguez. I'm going to still shout you out even though we ain't seen each other in a minute. But the dude, you know, I know he was using me. I was using him. He needed to be safe, and I made sure he was good, and I needed to learn what he knew. I needed to get inside his brain because I didn't have those resources. Everything was go to work, or play football, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It was no, you could own your own business. You could start your own business. You could create your own, your enterprise. That was never a clear cut because they don't teach that in public schools. They don't force that in public school. They force more so testing. All right, cool. I'm in there, I'm learning. And I'm like, boy, I can't wait to get out because now I'm humble. I'm very humble. I have so much humility, and that's the stuff that I teach the kids about that word. Have humility. Like you deserve humility before the things that you do. So when you have the right to be upset when you're giving something to people, and then they going against what you're offering them because I'm putting you in a better situation, and we have to constantly want to be around people that's going to put us in better situations. So that makes us grounded. That makes sense, right?
It does make sense. It does make sense. It makes a lot of sense because at the end of the day, people forget that.
Yeah.
And being grounded is a good thing.
Yeah.
But we get kind of caught up, like you said, like the prison talk. I have a best friend who went to jail.
Yeah.
And before he went to jail, You couldn't tell him shit.
Yeah,
He was invincible and shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He went to jail, and I was like, he came out a different person.
Yeah, he took advantage of his time.
Them 5 years made him a different person.
Yeah.
But he said I don't want to go back to
No, I'm not.
I don't want to go back there.
And it's more so of, you got, all right, we got some time, so let me look right in the camera. So pay attention to the game. They would rather, I could go right now out there and murder 100 people. They're going to give me time. They're not going to kill me. Because my time is valuable. Yeah, I'm going to give him 200 years. Number one, I'm not even going to live that long. Let's just get that understood. He going to get, he got 200 years. He'll never see the light of day. True. But at the same time, you're doing that because you want to use my time. Prison is a business. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather take your time away than kill you or give you a fine. Because if I take your time away, then you can't be as positive and develop what you need to do to accomplish the goals you would have if you had your time and you used it wisely. I would rather take your time than take your life. Why not just kill them?
Too easy.
It's too easy. I rather use you. So you have to value your time. The moral of this conversation is value, number one, the people and the things that you allow in your life. If you do those things right there, you got a good shot. What did you say?
Yeah, facts.
You got a good shot.
Yeah, man.
So tell me a little bit more about the cleaning business and you cooking and whatnot. Like, cause I heard rumors that, you know what I mean? Because I heard rumors. I didn't hear it from you, so I'm going to just say it's rumors. So we're going to confirm it or not confirm it right now. Do you allow the kids to work and see what it is to have a work ethic within your business?
Yes.
That's dope.
Yes, I do.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
All right, so off the record, because they're minors.
No, you could. Oh, that's a tax. You could use them.
Yeah. So
yeah,
the kids like money.
Yes, they do.
So my dad taught me at a young age. He made me go to work all weekend for like $20. Mm-hmm. And my friends would get a lot more money than they went to work. And my dad like, "You my son.
I take care of you every day."
Like what? I didn't get it, but I get it now. So I don't take Junior yet. It's too young. But he always think, "Dad, you take me to work. You don't take me to work." But
they always jealous.
I learn. Yeah, I teach them what it is, what the dollar looks like. It's funny because if I give them $50 for 7 hours of work, to them they're happy about $50 because they don't know the power of the dollar. That's nothing. That's horrible money.
Yeah.
But I want them to get hungry to be like, "Man, I work 7 hours, $50. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but I told them I don't pay you by the hour, I pay by the night. So get to work. So one time we took Mike Barnes to work, and my son, who runs a crew for my company, took a picture of Mike Barnes. 2 hours into work, from throwing that mop around, he was like, "I don't want to do this no more. This is hard work." He's crying.
You play running back. Stop being soft, Michael.
Yeah, Mike, "I'm never doing this again. I'm not doing this." But Julian, who go to work every night, Julian gonna get that money. Yeah. Julian gonna chase some money. Julian like, "All right, let's go." Yeah. Dang, that's my back be hurting. Let's go to work though. Yeah. One thing about Ju, he gonna get it done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it teaches Ju to have his own money. Yeah. So now he'd be like, "I got my own money. I don't need your money." Like, when you get your own money, you're
gonna manage it better.
Yep, and you think differently about what you spend.
Come on now.
Because if it's my money, I don't give a damn.
I want this game, that game, this game.
Telling you, these kids, when every time I go out of town with the kids, we go to Burger King. I'm buying them all Whopper meal $5. Yeah. Now, if they, "Coach, I want something else," I look over, they're getting $10 meals. Yeah. Why? It's not their money. Yeah. It's not their money. Yeah. So they don't understand that. But yes, I let them go to work. I want them to learn what it is to get it from the mud. Yeah. One of my fears of life is I got out of the mud. My parents were poor growing up. That they taught me how to go get it, and that now that I've got this better things in life, I wonder to myself am I hurting my kids now by having the bigger house, having the nicer cars? That's so I worry about stuff like that.
And I think I worry as well, because I think that's something that me and my girl go back and forth on. I don't want to give my kids everything. You know what I mean?
No, and I say no a lot. I do say no a lot, but I just say I just want them to be hungry. I told Junior the other day, I made him go outside and fix sprinklers on me.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't want to. I don't give a damn what you want to.
Yeah.
And I told him, I need you to learn all this stuff. Because right now, me fixing these sprinklers is free.
Yeah.
$1 something for the sprinkler heads. I go, but if I was to hire a company, about $100.
Yeah,
just,
easy.
Just cause a service fee, this and that. I told him, my job is to teach you as a man to know what it is to know how to get your own money and do things yourself and save money. You keep hiring people that, no matter what, it's not going to get done at the way you like it, and you're going to be out a lot of money for no reason. So I teach all the kids in the house that are with me, they got to go to work. They don't even have no say-so. Even the ones that don't want to go to work, then you can't live here.
So for all our parents that give these kids the leeway, stop it. You know what I mean?
Stop buying your kids every damn Jordan that comes out.
Yes. Look, our job is to guide guardians.
Facts.
So guide them to the best of your ability. If you're not happy with where you're at and you did all the things that you're doing for your kid or over saturating them with all this meaningless stuff, stop it. And then if you don't know how to, just find people. There's resources out there. Are people out there looking to fill in the gap. You know what I mean? I'd rather it be phone calls every week, every month, whatever, man. Just, it doesn't make you a bad parent. Just take your hands off them for a little bit and let them see a whole nother situation. With that being said, I want you to let these individuals know, man, where they can find my main man, Chop Ortega.
I mean, I'm all over. I mean, Instagram's a big thing for me. It's Chop Fresh 91. Every kid is always in my DM.
Every kid.
They want me to answer everything, and coach, they want to play for me.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been blessed to be able to touch a lot of kids' lives, and thankful for the opportunities I have from the parents. I always tell the parents, thank you for letting me coach your kid. As much as I might be doing a lot for them, they're doing a lot for me as well.
Absolutely.
And I'm thankful for that and trusting. I also, before the pandemic hit, I started a nonprofit that I'm going with.
We partnering up
For cooking for kids. So teaching kids how to cook, basic things, how to hold pots and with oil in them, how to hold the knife, how to move around in the kitchen with a knife. So I really want to get in bigger with that, but of course the pandemic.
We gonna get into it. So we gonna make this happen. We don't make excuses. We make results.
Absolutely.
So therefore, me and Chop gonna figure something out. So if you want to have your kid have the ability to learn how to cook and provide for themselves outside of oodles and noodles, we can teach them how to make quick meals, because that's what it's about. It's about survival. So we gonna teach all the survival skills. Chop got all the skills in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I can teach you how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna teach you how to. We gonna give you game from all angles. So please reach out to my guy. Very humble, very outgoing, very outspoken, very caring individual. So that's what you need. You know what I mean? We don't shy away from contact. But so if you're afraid for your child to be great, then don't even bother. But if you want him to be great, or if you want to be great, you need advice. Don't feel afraid to reach out to either of us, because we are open books and we just gonna continue to take care of our community.
Absolutely.
This has been The Vent. I am your host, Arvis Lawson. And we are segueing and out with my main man, Robert Ortega. Ortega. I'm going to get it right. I got to get that roll on the tongue.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man.
Say anything about how to